So I wasn't sure what to talk about. I'm debating between talking about a Julia Montez topic and, you know, my status on watching the NBA, but let me go with actually just watching the NBA here. Um, Look, man, at this point, let me just be honest. I think Steph. I can only rely on Steph at this point when it comes to just tuning into the NBA. And it's no disrespect to some of the other guys like Wemby, who has been definitely a superstar in the making, definitely carrying that Spurs team. Having won, what is it now, like 13 out of 14 games or something like that. They were once on an 11-game winning streak. They lost to the Knicks just this past weekend, I think. But they're still winning, dude. I mean, wow, that Spurs team is gonna be real tough in the playoffs. We'll have to see, but like right now, where they stand, they're a very, very dangerous team. They're like the Spurs of old, but I remember those days watching the Spurs and that team that I used to hate so much when they had the big three, Timmy, Manu, and TP, right? Even in the teams that had Danny Green and Kawhi before prime Kawhi in Toronto, right? So look, no disrespect to the Lakers, man. I'm at the point where I'm just not really so excited about watching them anymore, and primarily because LeBron is back, and not that he has made the defense look worse, but it's like the impact he has on the team, it's just totally different now. I'm just not seeing it the same way, like how the Lakers are now. And look, I would have definitely watched I would have definitely tuned in to every Lakers game, for the sake of just seeing both Luka and Reeves only, because those two themselves are a dynamic duo, and they're really lethal scorers, especially Austin Reeves. Without LeBron, Austin is shining, and he's playing like an all-star. It should have been deserving to be in the all-star game if it wasn't for LeBron coming back, and obviously that injury as well that he suffered earlier this season, right? Well, like just the past month. So, right now it's like I'm hardly ever seeing Reeves just shine the same, and obviously the Warriors don't have Jimmy Butler and Stephon Curry, right? And so, surprisingly, the Warriors have beaten the Rockets, with the Rockets with their full squad. I don't know if they have Van Vliet back. It looks like he's still not back, but still, that was a good win for the Warriors. But I didn't really tune into that game when you're only seeing like all role players plus that loser Draymond Green, right? So, honestly, dude, I just haven't really been keeping up very much with the NBA. I know I got a lot of ish going on in my life, just, a lot of issues. And mind you, I work with ChatGPT damn near all day today. I'm dumb, knowing how predictably slow it's been. And, according to ChatGPT, I need to make a new resume for all of my non-graphic design jobs that I'm applying for. If it's not graphic design, then ChatGPT suggested that I create a new resume, a generic one preferably, or highly recommended, right? And I did just that. So now I have two resumes. One for the non-graphic design job hunting. Let's say if I were to apply for a librarian or a data entry clerk or what have you, I'm gonna use that new resume, the non-graphic design resume, obviously the generic resume, and for graphic design, obviously the same one. Now, of course, that one has not been up to date for so long, and unfortunately, based on what ChatGPT said, is what I've been saying all along. A lot of companies are needing everybody to learn, all the digital skills, adhering to the company trends, for digital marketing. That's where graphic design is at, and I've been saying, I only have print related design on my, I only have print related design material on my resume, and so that's not enough. I just don't have any patience anymore. Just being in this dump and learning all the while, learning new skill sets and learning all these skills, these new I won't say new, but like these necessary skill sets such as UI UX design, for the sake of just improving my resume to the point where I may finally just get a new job, which might not be until, who knows, months. I don't want to wait for that long. I need desperate to get the hell out of there. I need a change of scenery. I don't care what anyone says. I'm also trying to move out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the point now where it's just, I'm still in the same stale life and nothing is getting better. I'm telling you, dude. So, look what just happened yesterday while I was in that dump. All right. Anyways, man, it's this too is another reason why I just am not really keeping up with the NBA that much. And look, I know Dame is out for the entire season. I can definitely tune in to watch Dame to see how he does with Portland, but he's not going to be back until the next season. Assuming he doesn't, get injured during practice before the season starts, right? I remember that happened with Clay. He got injured and had to sit out for a second straight season. Or, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So look, man. It's just sad, dude. Like, I'm just not really excited about watching the NBA like that at this time. And if Steph is on the court, I'm definitely tuning in. At this point, with how my mood has been and how my life has been, and the fact that my mood has just not been the same, my energy has been at an all-time low, and why I've just been feeling very, very unhappy. Very unhappy most of the time, dude. It's why I can only rely on Steph at this point. I'm used to seeing Steph making those insane threes, and that's what I live off of. Like, as I'm doing my shoot around games, there's a lot of shots I take are threes, right? So watching Steph, man, watching Dame, yeah, I can only rely on those guys, and most notably Steph. But he's not even there. Dame's not even there, and the Lakers are just a very much up and down team that I'm just not really tuning in for like I used to when Kobe was around. God rest his soul. But yeah, dude, it is what it is, man. I just need to see Steph, to just really make my night if ever I see him on the basketball court. But he's still out with a lingering knee injury and still going to be reevaluated. So who knows if he's ever going to come back later this month. I don't even know, dude. Yeah, whatever. So the fact that Steph is around still, and yeah, ever since that one incident that I had at home, it's just I'm at the point where I gotta watch him, just to tune into the NBA, just to watch him. And look, this is the same guy that inspired me to do my basketball shoot around games, let alone have these 2 full seasons that just passed, and just enjoying myself on the court, just making my threes, making my long distance threes, my unlimited range threes, and all that. So the least that can get me going, or get my night going, or get my day going, especially if just completely, continuously suffering my dump is for Steph to be around, Steph to be on the court. And, anytime I tune into the NBA to see if the Warriors are playing and Steph is there, then yeah, I won't be watching every Warriors game, but I mean, unless it's on national TV. But I would definitely tune in, if they were on national TV. Mind you, they've been on national TV, I think, a whole lot lately, despite Steph being out. And one of them was against the Lakers just the past weekend, and obviously that was a blowout game. There was like a total mismatch without him and Jimmy Butler. So look, man, I mean, it would have been a whole different story if Steph was there, at least if Steph was there. I mean, the Lakers still would have won regardless, but it wouldn't have been like a major blowout like this one. But, the fact of the matter is, if I come home from my dump just knowing how predictable the state of that place is, and, and just me feeling how I've been feeling, right? And just knowing what I'm still going through, it does take, watching Steph or tuning into Steph, as far as like watching the NBA, for me to at least, to make my night, saying just depending how well he does. And I know this guy's still, at age 37, going on 38 in just one more week. His birthday is going to be next Saturday, mind you. He's still capable of making 5+ threes a game. So let's not act like he has regressed. I know he has that lingering knee injury, right? And hopefully when he comes back, he'll still be playing well, and I'm sure he'll still be capable of knocking down at least 5+ threes a night. Some nights, but we'll have to see for ourselves. I'll have to see, but yeah, for the most part. And yeah, that'll also give me and Mari a chance to just talk a little more often. Like every time, the Warriors are on, and if they're on national TV, she may catch something about Steph that I don't know. She'll let me know. For example, Steph made like 4 out of 4 threes, she'll tell me. Or if I catch something with Steph, I'll tell her. That's what really kept our communication going. But me and Mari have not talked very much since, and I'm sure she still watches the Warriors, but maybe not as much if Steph wasn't around. And she is, like me, a huge Steph fan. So, yeah, so I just thought I'd bring that up. So, not really feeling the NBA right now like that. And so, yeah, just tell me what you guys think. Peace. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.